Alright, good people, here we are at the top of the Hiawatha Trail. Getting ready to get on. You can see how we actually use the back platform that we've been using for food storage and water storage and all that, camping gear storage. We actually took that all out and left it at our host's house last night. And they were able to put the bikes on there. So we weren't sure. We thought maybe they'd force us to use their bike rack, but it totally worked out. So we're going to get this stuff off of here and get started on the trail. And we'll kind of let you know how that goes. We're super excited. Hiawatha Bike Trail, amazing. So look forward to seeing you soon. Here we are, all lined up, ready to rock and roll. There's Mama taking a couple of pictures. Right back there is the first trail, or the first tunnel. We're going straight into a train tunnel on the Hiawatha Trail. This is the east portal we're entering as we get through that first 1.66 mile tunnel. There's another portal right after this, and that's where the shuttle brings you back. So logistically, we're going to drive back through this tunnel twice, as a matter of fact. Roland, thank you. It's the Roland portal that's separated by this particular tunnel. I don't know if you guys can tell where we are. We're deep in the belly of the Hiawatha. That light coming down the tunnel could be your destiny. It could be fortune or misfortune. In actual fact, it's my wife and my daughter biking through this first tunnel. That first trail was a mind blower. Just getting in deep in that mountain like that, oh my goodness. Your senses basically betray you. Like as you're sitting there, I thought my family was behind me. I'm seeing the lights come towards me, and you begin to hear the voices way off. And the people's voices, not just like, the voices, those voices. And it's wild because it's like your mind is trying to make sense of it. I was worried about my daughter and wife. My son and I had taken off through that first tunnel pretty fast. And I told him, I said, go on ahead, right there at the end we can see it of this one, and I'll go back and wait on my wife and daughter. And like and we were way ahead of the next pair. I was like, but that's them, they'll be here in like a minute or so. But the first pair went by and it wasn't them, oops. And the second pair went by and it wasn't them. I'm like, and they're all saying hi, and I'm saying hi. And so I'm listening like hard to hear the voices up front. And you finally hear them coming through, and it's not theirs, though you hear them. Your mind wants to hear them. It's like creating your own people's voices out of the foreign voices. And it's because when you begin to at the very moment you hear it, it's not enough to fully define it, and your mind begins to put it all together. So pretty wild, man. Wild experience right off the bat. And the cool thing about it is we get to go back through that tunnel. Sure, pal. What do you got going on? You want a little rest? No trouble. Okay, hello everybody. We're here learning about signs, wires, and whistles on the Hiawatha Trail, where we found out that communication was so critical for trains not to hit each other because of the thin lines and the tunnel system. And one of the foolproof methods used was a staff block system, which I would equate to a lockout tagout system, which is a system that basically ensures that nobody's in the meat grinder when the energy gets turned on. But this would be an effective equivalent of lockout tagout for the train back then. And it was called the staff block system, where the staff was given to was it the block? The staff, the steel staff, the keyed steel staff was given to the train before it entered the tunnel, and then the train had to give it up on the other side of the tunnel, meaning that no two trains could be in the tunnel at the same time. So there you go. That's pretty infectious right there. So a shout out to all my lockout tagout guys, and the foolproof safety system of staff block in the hills of Idaho for train travel in tunnels and narrow gorges. This is the Hiawatha Trail, and it is gorgeous. That is a fact. So we thank you for riding along, and wish you could be here as usual and see some of these amazing sights with us and hear some of the amazing sounds. Alright, good people. I'm going to go ahead and just say that I got 3 points of contact. That's totally dangerous to ride a bike like this, but I'm doing it, so I'm sorry. Safety first, but sometimes you just go with the flow a little bit. So I got 2 feet and a hand on, so that's my 3. That's what I'm claiming, sticking to it. I think I truly thought it was an opportunity to just sort of chime in with a few words and thoughts, at least about gratitude for our situation, being able to take a hiatus of years, not, days, weeks, or months. Being able to enjoy it, not being limited by the choices we have to make, living it like a local, as it were, maintaining a standard of living. There's some folks coming behind us. I got my folks up in front of us, and I just wanted to take it. I got 3 points of contact, and I just wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude for our ability to take years, not days, weeks, or months of hiatus with our children, to be a part of their education day to day, to do it in a way that's far-flung, so we travel, and yet it's not like we're, living out of a suitcase per se. Doing it with a level of lifestyle still intact. And, that's something that we're incredibly grateful for. I'm going to show you my wife. She's right here. Oh yeah, guys, there's people passing. Hopefully you can see the kids there. On your left, guys. Thank you. Here we are on the beautiful Hiawatha Trail, with my wife back there taking her photos, getting the loveliness of this area. There's our rented bikes, which we rented at the Lookout Pass. There's our lovely child. Barely missed each other. What a beautiful, unique spot to bring your children to enjoy the bounty of the outdoors. Get the blood pumping on the bikes and just have at it. Pure loveliness. You think we're ready to rock on?
Oh yes, ready to move on.
Okay, let's do it. Lovely times. Okay. Anything you want to say in Slovak?
No.
Nie?
Nie.
Znamenáš nie? Nič po slovensky, Janka?
Nie, nič po slovensky.
Nič po slovensky. Dobre. Tak. Potom?
Yes.
Okay, ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
It's so funny to sort of think about transparency, the idea of being transparent online, the idea of self-referentialism, I guess you might call it. What do you think? What do you think an existentialist would think? What do you think a Christian would think? What do you think a Buddhist would think? A Hindu, a Muslim, someone from Japan, from Asia? What would they think about that verb right there? I have no idea. But, I don't know, transparency. What a concept. So, I feel like I'm kind of violating my own laws of safety by traveling like this, so I'm going to go ahead and tune out for now, and I'm going to stop to do it. Thank you very much for tuning in. We sure appreciate it. Wish you were here. Love you, miss you. All that. Talk to you later. Ciao, ciao.